So here in the first question it's given that a police jeep is chasing a culprit going on a motorbike. The motorbike crosses a turning at a speed of 72 km per hour. The jeep follows it at a speed of 90 km per hour, crossing the turning 10 seconds later than the bike. Assuming that they will travel at constant speeds, how far from the turning will the jeep catch up with the bike? So velocity of the culprit is 72 km per hour. It's given that the velocity of the culprit is 72 km per hour. So we will write here velocity of culprit is equals to 72 km per hour, and for converting this into meter per seconds we have to multiply it by 5 by 18. So on multiplying this with 5 by 18 we will get 20 meter per seconds. It will get converted into meter per seconds, and the velocity of the police is given to be 90 km per hour, and similarly we have to convert this into meter per seconds. So on converting this into meter per seconds, it will come to 90 into 5 by 18, that is 25 meter per seconds. 25 meter per seconds. So velocity of culprit and velocity of police we have find it out in here. Okay, so after that here it's given that let's suppose we draw a line in here and another one. This is the turning. Okay, so this is the turning. So this is the turning, and it's given that wait. So this is basically the turning in here. This is the turning, and it's given that the police. It's given the motorbike crosses a turning at a speed of 72 km per hour. So let's suppose the police is here, then the culprit is in here. Okay, the police is here and the culprit is in here. They are running in this direction. Okay, at t is equals to 0. This situation is at t is equals to 0. At t is equals to 0, the culprit turned through the turning. The motorbike crosses a turning at a speed of 72 km per hour. The jeep follows it at a speed of 90 km per hour, crossing the turning 10 seconds later than the bike. Okay, this is the situation at t is equals to 0 after 10 seconds. Okay, so after 10 seconds what will happen? After 10 seconds, after 10 seconds, after 10 seconds, let me draw a line in here. So here this is the case after 10 seconds. After 10 seconds the police will reach the turning. The police will reach the turning, right? Okay, let me delete this part. This is the turning, basically this is the turning. Okay, the police will reach this part at t is equals to 10. The police will reach this part, and after 10 seconds the culprit would have covered a certain distance, and it would be somewhere around here. So we have to find the distance covered by the culprit at t is equals to 10 seconds. This is the situation at t is equals to 10 seconds. Okay, this is the situation at t is equals to 0. See, at t is equals to 0 the police was there and the culprit was turning at a speed of 72 km per hour, which comes to be 20 meter per second, and after 10 seconds the culprit must have covered a certain distance for those 10 seconds. Okay, so we have to find that distance which the culprit has covered in those 10 seconds. Okay, so we will write here distance covered by the culprit. Distance covered by the culprit. So simply we will write here s is equals to vt, which will come to what is the speed of the culprit? It was given speed of the culprit was 72 km per hour. So on converting that into meter per second we got 20, and the time was for 10 seconds. 20 into 10, right? So it will come to be 200. This is 20 into 10, 200. S is equals to Vt. So the culprit covered a distance of 200 meters in this 10 seconds. Okay, So what will be the time taken by the police to catch the culprit? So we have to find out that now. The time taken by the police to catch the culprit. Time taken by the police to catch the culprit. So simply we know time is equals to distance by velocity. So we'll write S by V. S by V. So what is the distance? See, the culprit has covered a distance of 200 meters in those 10 seconds, and the police and we have to find the time taken by the police to catch the culprit. So since both the police and the culprit are running in the same direction, so we have to find their relative velocities. When two objects move in the same directions, the relative velocities are given by subtracting their velocities. So the distance is 200 meters and we have to divide it by uh, the relative velocity. What is the velocity of the police? It's 25 meter per second. It's 25 meter per second. And what is the velocity of the culprit? 25 seconds. And the velocity of the culprit is 20 seconds, I think. Yeah, 20 seconds. So from here we will get the answers to be 40 seconds. So the police will catch the culprit in 40 seconds. So what's given in the question? Assuming that they travel at constant speeds, how far from the turning will the jeep catch up with the bike? So let this one be the turning. So the police takes 40 seconds to catch the culprit. So the police must have covered a certain distance in those 40 seconds. So we have to find that one. How far from the turning will the police catch up with the culprit? So we have to find that distance. Okay, so simply we have to multiply the uh, time taken by the police to catch the culprit in with its speed, with the police's speed. Okay, wait uh, in 40 seconds the police will catch the culprit, right? So we have to find out how far from the turning will the police catch up with the culprit. So distance we have to find, right? Distance is equals to v into t, right? So v into t, v into t. What's v in here? It's 25, because the speed of the police is 25 meter per seconds, and we have to multiply it into 40, right? 40. So that comes to be 1000 meters, i.e. it's 1 kilometer. So from 1 kilometer from the turning, the police will catch the culprit. This is the answer of this question. So okay, here we have got another question in here. So we will do this one. Given, wait, let me move this question behind. Yeah, let me keep it here. We will solve this one later. Wait, let me put it here. Okay, so here we have got another question. A car traveling at 60 km per hour overtakes another car traveling at 42 km per hour. Assuming each car to be 5 meter long, find the time taken during the overtake and the total road distance used for the overtake. Okay, so the speed of the first car v1, let the first car be v1. So the speed of the first car is given to be 60 kilometer per hour. It's 60 kilometer per hour. So on converting it to meter per second, we know on how to convert it into meter per second. We have to multiply it by 5 by 18. So on multiplying and calculating, we will get 16.67. That's 16.67 meter per second. And similarly we have to find for v2 as well. So v2, it's given that it was traveling at a speed of 42 kilometer per hour. 42 kilometer per hour. And on converting this into meter per second by multiplying it with 5 by 18, we will get 11.67 approximately. That is 11.67 meter per seconds. Okay, so we have calculated v1 and v2 in meter per seconds. Okay, so after that, what it's given, uh, assuming each car to be 5 meter long. So the car is 5 meter long approximately, both the cars. So both the cars are traveling in the same direction, and we know when both objects are traveling in same direction, we have to take relative velocity, and relative velocity is given by subtracting the velocities of both the things. So wait, let me take this question downwards. I will write in here. Okay, here let me keep this one here. Okay, we have some space here. So we have to find the relative velocity. So relative velocity is given by vr. Wait, let me write here vr. We have to subtract 16.67 minus 11.67. This will give relative velocity to be 5. Okay, so the relative velocity is 5. So the relative velocity is 5. Okay, so the relative velocity is 5. Okay, so distance to be covered by the fast car. So the fast, given in the question that the fast car is overtaking the second car. Both the cars are 5 meter long each. So distance to be covered by the fast car, we have to find that, and that will be 10. Okay, both the cars are 5 meter long, so distance to be covered by the fast car will be 5 plus 5, his own length and the car he is overtaking, that length. We have to sum it up. Distance traveled by the fast car is equals to 5 plus 5, that is equals to 10 meters. That is equals to 10 meters. So time taken, so now we have to find the time taken by the first car to overtake the second car. So time taken by the first car to first car first car to overtake the second one. So it's simply given by s by v, time, distance by speed, s by v, that's equal to 10 by 5, I think. 10 by 5, 10 by, because we have to take the relative velocity, right? Because both the objects are traveling in the same direction, so we have to always take the relative velocity. In these cases, that comes to be 2 seconds. That comes to be 2 seconds.